The entire foundation from episode 2, the hours of planning, the spiritual struggle against paralysis, it all comes down to these pen strokes. There is no delete button, there is no eraser, the ink is permanent. If the lines are wrong, the entire piece is ruined. Today we step into the narrow path and begin the process of surrender. Welcome back to Exploration Art with me, JR. This is the commitment. This is where the pencil, the idea dies, and the permanent ink and the reality is born. We are dedicating this entire episode to the terrifying process of inking the measure of a soul. Last week is about the plank of judgment. This week, we are facing the challenge of action. The decision to move forward despite the risk. The fear of making a permanent mistake is the artist's burden, but the courage to commit is the spiritual reward. I begin with the tedious detail of the ground brickwork and the crumbling building behind. To create real decay and depth, I am using cross-hatching, a powerful inking technique. I build shadow by layering fine lines up to 4 directions. This intricate web of lines, the heavy labor, is what physically pushes the architectural decay back into the darkness. We have to render the darkness accurately to appreciate the light. The sheer effort required to cross-hatch these crumbling walls is nothing compared to the discipline demanded by the narrow path. Matthew 7:13 and 14 is not just a warning, it is a manual for intentional living. Enter through the narrow gate, for the wide gate is broad, is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow is the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. We must dig deeper into the Lord's message here. Why is the narrow path so difficult? It requires constant vigilance. It demands that we deny the ease and comforts of the broad road. Things like pride, instant gratification, and spiritual laziness. The wide gate asks nothing of us. The narrow gate demands everything. Our character, our honesty, and our ability to forgive. This is the main point of the entire series. The path to bring these teachings into my daily life and yours. It is not found in a single grand act, but in small, committed choices, just like these permanent lines of ink. Choose one small act of service or self-control today, instead of easy alternative. This is your daily commitment in ink. When you catch yourself on the broad road of judgment or anger, make a permanent choice to pivot back to forgiveness. This is choosing the narrow line. The path is too steep to walk alone. The rigor of the narrow path must be balanced by the constant, humbling surrender to Christ's grace. We must choose the difficult, accurate line over the easy, erasable one. We must commit to the action of surrendering our will to His, so that we may truly walk the path of Jesus with us too. What that commitment establishes, we resume defining the heavy forms, the twisted tree roots, and the shattered mammon bowl. I am using contour lines here. The commitment to these contour lines defines the finality of Mammon's destruction. This is a breakthrough moment for me. After all the heavy labor and the chaos of the bowl, the focus shifts entirely to the action of surrender, the single simple act of love commanded by Christ. This commitment is built on John 13:34. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another just as I have loved you. You also are to love one another. This is the narrow gate made visible. It's not about earning the light, it's about surrendering your effort to a simple command of unconditional love. The rescuer isn't a hero. They are a survivor who chooses to stop fighting the chaos and start saving a single vulnerable life. This is me trying to surrender the heavy labor of the world for the simple work of Christ. As I use light ink to render the rescuer's hands, the infant and the eternal dove, I am demonstrating this surrender. The unseen presence of the dove affirms this love is real. This is the light of the living world. The inking is complete. We have survived the point of no return. And more important, we found the action of surrender in the middle of the chaos. The darkness is permanent, but the light is now defined. Next week, I will unify the whole piece with the final alcohol marker highlights and the unshakable foundation. When you're stuck in a cycle, what's one single simple act that helps you surrender your struggle to the Lord? Let me know in the comments below. If you got value out of this journey, please like the video and share it with somebody who needs to hear this message. I am JR from Exploration Art. Keep exploring, keep creating, and we will see you in the next episode.